Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Thursday morning live sprint. I am somewhat awake, and your writer Sam Wicker here on my channel, and I've got. You can actually see Kona's face now. You want to introduce yourself, dear?
Well, there's no introduction needed. I'm Gonzo. I am her other half. Um, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
He's my alpha reader. He's my supporter. He does everything for me. So yeah, we'll go with that. And there beside him, as you can see, is Mistress Kona. And you will actually be able to hear her snores a little bit better when we are talking because his mic picks it up a bit better than the Yeti over here whenever she's way behind me.
That's the noise canceling portion here.
Nah. Everybody wants to hear her snores. That's expected, though. Anyway, so what we do here is I will put up a timer. It usually shows up on this side, but we'll see how the setup goes. And it's usually a 45-minute timer with a 5-minute break in between each 45 minutes. And during that 45 minutes, you can be productive in any way that you need to be, whether that is writing, especially for All the Words October, which is a challenge to create habits that is run by Maggie. And you can even edit, you can read, you can do household chores, you can do whatever it is that you need to do for the day during that 45 minutes. And in that 5-minute break, we will come back and chat. And there's a Rach, hello, and a K popped by to hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope Kay has a good rest of the day. And we will pop this up. Huh. Let's try this side. Nope, let's not do that. Okay. I'll move it around a little bit. There we go. All right. So while the timer is running, we will be muted. I'll have a little ticker down at the bottom just so that y'all know that and can be reminded. And like I said, once the ticker reaches 0, we'll take a break. So let's get started.
Not to take things over and talk.
Uh-huh. Right, says, I'll be taking a quick break to grab more coffee, then hop into making a simple newsletter. Awesome. All right, so let's start getting things done. And don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and the tumblies. If you haven't ate breakfast yet and you are supposed to, make sure to do that. And if you have been at this for a while, make sure to look away from the screen for a little bit to reduce eye strain. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get going. Alrighty, how did everybody do on that one? I got through my emails and started in on making some more video shorts for the Saints and Hates with Sam things that I'm doing. So today's going to be about Demon Dogs. Once I get it uploaded, and tomorrow's will be about Jedicula Rock. I've never been able to pronounce that correctly. I think it's Jedicula, but I could be wrong.
Have you done one about skinwalkers yet?
No, because Appalachia's is mostly doppelgangers instead of skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are more of a Western U.S. thing, I think. Yeah.
I got through a little bit more of Dominant.
Yay.
Added a couple of comments and changes.
Okay.
So there's that.
Good deal.
Little one right here snoring was starting to make me sleepy. So I had to go through and watch a little bit of, save videos on my phone to wake me up.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, her snoring, it started to make me feel like I wanted to fall asleep. So
That's me every time I'm on a live stream and she's back behind me snoring. See, Rach said, I hope no one expects much out of this newsletter. I'm fried. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. Shannon popped by to hit the like button. We've got a paper, notes over on Twitch. Thank you and welcome. You're always welcome here. We've got a Soledad. He's at work. Fell asleep after coming home from work. I hope you can get some writing done today, but if you need to rest again, do not deny yourself. Your body tells you what you need. I'm still tired, but I have to sit here anyway. So long as there's no crisis, I might as well sit and write. Yeah, exactly. Shannon is revising her short story, Starling and the Moonblade. Nice. I love that title. And Jenna's here, sent some emails to clients. Awesome. All right. Yeah. I think after Jedicula Rock, because Jedicula Rock is like track rock. I know you've heard me and Dad talk about track rock. You switched up on us. Because track rock is the one that I have been to, but it's not as covered in glyphs as Jedicula is. Jedicula is up in Cullowhee, Balsam area. I think after that one, for Saturdays, I'll hit another couple of things on Appalachian Witches, and then after that, I'll do Sally or Jaw. Let's see. TS in Cherokee is a J, I think. So Jaw, maybe.
Sure.
It's been so long since I've tried to learn Cherokee language that I can't remember. I can't pronounce anything anyway, even in English.
Depends on the word.
Rach says had to take a break and do some other stuff, but back to it. Nice. We got this.
Like if you were to, wash your face, what is the result that is left on the counter?
I am pretty sure that is a Appalachian thing.
For those who do not know, would you care to expound on that?
I think we've had this discussion before on this channel.
But still, I like to expound on it.
All right, hold on.
what are words you have issues pronouncing correctly?
Okay. All right. Look. So I blame my sister for this, and possibly mom too, because they both had problems with this. Phrases that have words that start with W and words that start with R next to each other is an issue.
Mhm.
So there is a shampoo that we used to use because it was really, really cheap. And it's called White Rain.
Mhm.
We really have to concentrate on it in order to say it correctly. Same with wet rag, like my husband was trying to prompt me to say.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
When you do not concentrate and you do not enunciate, you end up actually saying wet wag
And
because you sound like Baba Wawa with 2020.
it's all to like make you laugh.
Mhm. See, I'm curious how you would say
I'll go with that because of that.
white raspberry.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. We'll go with that because we don't know any better way either.
Sometimes our lips just don't cooperate. See? They get it.
No, sometimes the mouth runs faster than the brain,
Uh huh.
or the reverse. The brain runs faster than the mouth.
Yeah.
I say white rain and wet raspberry and
Wet
wet rag.
raspberry.
Yeah, wet raspberry and wet rag.
Hmm. When I'm tired, I drop the G on ing. I don't even have to be tired to do that.
That's more of a I don't want to necessarily say vernacular, but it is part of a vernacular based on regional dialects. It is because that becomes part of a regional dialect
Mm-hmm.
and or a cultural dialect.
Yeah.
Whereas you guys just sound like Elmer Fudd.
Thanks, babe.
White
We're
Rabbit.
we're famous because Elmer Fudd was made off of us. Okay, so what do you got for you? You can't say the drink Arnold Palmer. I can see that.
I can't drink Arnold Palmer's because they're nasty.
Genesis. So
Super genius. Elmer Fudd was a good man.
Rach says it's because I trained myself to enunciate my original dialect is a redneck. Yeah. Used to when I went back home to Murphy, my accent was really, really bad for a couple of days after I came back. But
It was comical.
yeah, honestly, our accent as a family isn't bad because mom and dad, well, everybody enunciated better. So I don't know. It's just,
Your accent is fine. Trust me, with some of the people that I deal with my job, oh no, I've heard way worse accents.
mhm.
My thing is I just like making fun of you because of certain things.
Yes, dear.
Because I had to have my accent beat out of me
Yeah, because you're in the well, you were in the hospitality.
No, it wasn't that. Um, I think it was Washington,
Washington.
D.C.
Washington. I can't even say Washington.
Worcestershire sauce.
Wash your sister's sauce.
No.
Yeah, see, Elmer and Foghorn Leghorn were both awesome. I loved both of those cartoons. Yeah.
They were, because Foghorn Leghorn was based on W.C. Fields.
Mm-hmm. And drinking Wardeer. Yeah. No.
Water.
Yeah. Water.
That's the word that you make
Yeah,
fun of
because
me
sometimes
for.
when you say it, it sounds like a Yankee.
Let me get a cup of water.
like, like you're from the Bronx, Yankee.
I don't know what to tell you.
Earn became weren't. Yeah. You weren't me. Yeah. And
I ain't done nothing.
burned is it's never burned, it's burnt.
That one's acceptable, though. Again, that goes back to a local dialect or a
Regional dialect.
cultural vernacular.
Yeah. I saw something not long ago. Loretta Lynn called it a washboard. Yeah. Loretta Lynn's another one. She's, yeah. Pop soda color of Coke. It's always Coke. And so,
It's what it is. I want a Mountain Dew.
oh yeah, the yellow ones are
I
different.
want a Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. But Coke stands for all the darker colored ones. Coke, Pepsi.
No,
Yeah.
no. RC and Dr. Pepper would
RC
fall
was
into
in
the
there.
category.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
Coke.
want an RC. I want a Dr. Pepper. I have personally always called
Dr.
it what
Pepper's
I
different because
want.
it tastes like Pepto Bismol. It's not the same flavor as
No, no,
Pepsi
I
or
understand that. I'm just saying that I have always called it what it is instead of a generic of the four. Or
Mhm.
do you want something to drink?
Yeah. So what used
Because
to
I'm
get me,
weird.
yeah. Okay, I grew up in Murphy, a very small Appalachian town. And you go up to the fast food restaurants and you say, I want a Coke. Even if they serve Pepsi, they knew what you were talking about. Except for whenever the big real estate boom happened and there were other people that moved in, and all of a sudden they started working at the fast food restaurants and they're like, you mean Pepsi? That used to aggravate the crap out of me. You know
See,
what I
but
mean.
that's the thing, though, is that you have people who will not drink one or the other. Or you have someone like me who doesn't drink any of them. So if I say I want a Coke and they bring me a Coke, I'm going to be, pretty upset because I want
Yeah, but
something.
that's on you.
No,
If you
yeah,
are
but
that particular about what you're drinking and you just say Coke, that's on you.
that
Me making a fast food order knowing that they serve Pepsi products and I say Coke, I want a Pepsi.
again, there are a lot of people who, if you were to say I want a Coke and they give them a Pepsi, they're going to be pretty upset
Mm,
because they wanted a Coke.
mm-hmm.
So you have to be specific, at least in my opinion. It's the generalization terms, which I don't agree with. That's why I've never called it pop or cola or just Coke. And I've lived almost my entire life in the South, but I'm weird.
Yeah, you almost entire life, and you're also a flatlander. So
No, I have lived my entire, well, Texas and Kansas.
Yeah.
That was well before anything really mattered. So I've lived my entire life in the South. However,
It's been in the Piedmont and the coast. You're a
and
Flatlander.
it doesn't matter. It's still the South.
Janet says, because dialectually speaking, intrusive R is a mid-Atlantic or nor'easter thing. Yes, very much so. We had a teacher. She was, I can't remember if she was born in Boston or if she was born in Alaska, but she was born in one of those, moved to the other one, and lived for quite a long time, and then came down to the South, and became our English teacher. It was so, yeah.
Yeah, that confused a lot of kids. It's like she's speaking two different languages at once, but they're both English.
Soledad says, all people can say about my accent is that I'm not British. Otherwise, I get the wildest guesses. The thing is, I learned my reading books and watching series, so my pronunciation is all over the place. No, always Coke. Hey, Andy, and hey, Eva. Coke is Coke, Pepsi is pop, everything else is soda.
No. Just no.
Eva says, I say soda or soda pop. I grew up in Texas, and someone who doesn't like regular Coke or Pepsi or RC or whatever, ugh, so glad not to live that life. Yeah,
I can't drink any of them.
yeah, I don't drink Cokes anymore. Sodas, pops, whatever you want to call it. Just because the only time I drink them is when my sinuses and allergies are really, really bad and I need something to like cut the gunk out of my throat. And that's when it's usually a Coke because it works better than Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
You know when I buy a Coke? I buy a Coke whenever I need to take the corrosion off batteries. That's when I buy a Coke. Because
Yeah.
Coke used to be the best thing. Yo, battery died, you have corrosion on the leads on your car battery, you just pour Coke on it.
Mm. But they've changed the um acidity now, haven't they? It doesn't work as
That I
well.
don't know.
Okay, we'll have to try it.
That I'm not sure. Before I moved in with you was the last time I did that. So that's been about 12 or so years.
Hmm. Okay, Jenna Jenna says Dr. Pepper is now Pepto. Wait until I tell former student. So Dr. Pepper to me tastes like Pepto.
Dr. Pepper is about the only caramel soda that I will drink, depending on what zero sugar flavor I can find.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. So, funny story. I've kind of commandeered this. You knew this was going to be a thing when you invited me to the stream this morning.
I know.
Up until a certain point in college, from childhood on, I would have a Pepsi all the time.
Mm.
My dad was really big into Pepsi. We would wake up and Pepsi, no coffee, we drink Pepsi. Lunch, Pepsi. Dinner, Pepsi. It was Pepsi all day long, all the time. And then in college, in '98, I remember I was in between classes and I stopped by a one of the break rooms at UNCW and bought a Pepsi and started drinking it, and it was the grossest thing. And I sat there, and I know I burned through 18 different drinks, every single one of them. It didn't matter if it was Pepsi, if it was Coke, if it was Dr. Pepper, if it was Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, they all tasted gross to me. So from '98 until when the Xbox 360 came out, I didn't drink any soda.
That's a good time measurement right there, babe.
That is exactly when I started re-drinking soda, because Mountain Dew Code Red had come out, and they were doing a contest where if you open up a cap, you could win an Xbox 360. And that's when I started re-drinking sodas. But even to this day, I can't drink most caramel colored sodas, with the exception of certain flavored zero sugar Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
That is a very small exception. If I can't see through it, I typically can't drink it. Tea doesn't count because tea I can see through.
Uh-huh.
Coffee doesn't count because it's bean water. Yep.
Yeah. Coke, which kind? Mountain Dew. That's the norm. You usually have to choose Coke, tea, or water. I was not used to ever hearing sweet or unsweet when it came to tea until I was an adult. Yep. Didn't. Yeah.
First time I went to Ohio for work, and I wanted a sweet tea at Taco Bell.
Xbox did do it.
Yep, Xbox did it. Xbox did it. But even now, I mean, I don't drink as many sodas at all. I actually do drink sweet tea, but with Splenda. Splenda is the only thing you can put in sweet tea, and it tastes as close as possible to an unsweet tea, so it tastes like sweet tea.
Yeah.
So Splenda is the only thing, because I will order unsweet teas. But where was I going with that? Oh, Ohio. I went to Ohio, and
Interesting for you.
the thing is that back in, it was either the 80s or early 90s, Willie Nelson did commercials for Taco Bell because he had this really big, expensive tax bill due. So there were these commercials that he did for Taco Bell, and they were talking about tacos and burritos and sweet tea. So in my mind, up until that trip to Ohio, which is in the early 2000s, I was like, every Taco Bell has sweet tea because of the commercial with Willie Nelson. And when I got to this Taco Bell in Ohio and I asked for a sweet tea, they were like, we don't have sweet tea. And they laughed at me. I was like, this is false advertising. Because Willie Nelson sang about sweet tea at all the Taco Bells, even though Taco Bell sweet tea sucks. But it's like, you should at least have the sweet tea. But that's when I discovered that you can put Splenda inside of sweet tea, inside of unsweet tea, and it's okay.
No. I've never been to a place where you couldn't get sweet tea until we made the trip out west. And the first stop we made, because you could still get it in Missouri, oddly enough.
Missouri's a south.
Missouri tried to kill me, so I'm not going back to Missouri. Missouri, you can still get it. Nebraska, we were still able to get it. But Colorado and Wyoming, yeah, there's no such thing as sweet tea. So I went back to drinking Coke during that trip, even though it had been 2 or 3 years since I have had done such.
I would have just switched to water.
Yeah. Well, I drank water during driving because it was like 13-hour drives and stuff. Eva says tea specifically ended up hating my body, so I'm back to Sprite. I do partake in Dr. Pepper sometimes too. When I gave up caffeine, I went with decaf sweet tea, gained so much weight. Yeah. From diet soda to sweet tea equals about 60 pounds. Missouri is the South, yeah.
Yep, Missouri's the South.
Missouri.
That's why it's part of the South, because it's Missouri.
No.
Yep, makes sense.
Oh my gosh. All right. We need to get to another sprint. Okay.
But everybody was having fun.
Yes, I know. Before you get on another tangent.
There's no fun. No fun, only work.
All right. Don't forget to hydrate. We've been talking about drinks this whole entire time. So it should be a hefty reminder. Don't forget to get some Nums if you have rumblies and tumblies. Do not forget to look away from the screen if you have been staring at it for a while and blink a few times to reduce eye strain. If you have been sitting down for a while, Eva, she's like, more tangents. If you've been sitting down for a while, make sure to get up, move around if you're able, and do some stretches. And let's get started in our next 45. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, how did everybody do? I'm just going to stop the timer.
I have reached chapter 9.
Awesome. There we go. In chapter 9 of one of the best books ever, right?
Mm-hmm. I like it. Picasso.
I made, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I was working on the third one during the last sprint. So I made 2.5 more shorts ish. And then I got distracted because there was an email about how to use Pinterest to sell books. And I read that and got to thinking about adding Pinterest to my schedule to add posts and pins to whatnot. I need to, yeah. So I started using Fourth Wall as a website to sell merchandise, um, because that's easy. But it as an actual website kind of sucks because you can't really do that much with it. So I probably need to go back and make an actual website.
There's plenty of options out there.
I know.
It's just a matter of which one you want to do.
I know. Eva's edit a video and get it posted. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. Eva pulling double duty over on Twitch, and she was on Facebook as well, so triple duty. Eva's also considering making the LLC more of a bookseller than whatever it is now by adding other indie books to my own online shop. Not soon, but like random. I agree. If that is something that you want to do and you feel like you can do it, then do it. I know you had a really fun time at doing Bookend Lane stuff where you had like a list of indie authors and the books that they had and some of their things they offer, like data reading and editing and stuff like that. I know you really enjoyed it, but it was also time consuming. So whatever you feel like you could do. And stock is an option. That's awesome. Rach is going to highlight Pristine in her newsletter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Jody Jean. Okay, so I bought into the Javy coffee thing. It's so bitter. I want to up my protein intake and lower my sugar, but dang, this ain't it.
See, we did Javi for a little bit, and we found that it was more creamer that we had to add to it.
Yeah, it was. We had to doctor it a lot in order for us to, because I think we added it to almond milk.
Yes.
Didn't we?
It was almond milk, and then we had creamer.
Yeah.
So it was like two different add-ons we had to do to it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not bad, but yeah, we had to figure out how to actually doctor it because doing it as a concentrate like that, yeah, I can definitely see why somebody would say it's better.
Yeah. Honestly, I just kind of leave my coffee alone because Merlin's Munchies is perfect. But as far as like protein intake and stuff like that goes, I don't know. It's difficult to do that. Magic Spoon has awesome, really, really awesome protein bars, and they have like zero sugar or very, very little sugar. So that might be something. Maybe they just added salted caramel flavor, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, that or if you don't have a nut allergy, I mean, almonds are a very high source of protein.
Eva says, I made it about 2 minutes through this 8-minute video edit, not the first wave of edits, but hopefully the second to last. Warmed up Panda Express for brunch. Yes. Soledad, just 295. Don't do the just. 295 words written. Awesome. Then work happened, but still better than nothing. There is always next sprint. Yep. Jody Jean, 3 chapters edited. Nice. Way to go. Yeah, he is.
I am reading My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant, which is the sequel to Pristine. And I want to point something out that is related to 2 comments ago. You told, was it Justine? Go back 2 comments.
Jody Jean.
Jody, you told, nope, the one before that. That one, Soldat. You told Soldat, don't say just. Now, I want to point out that when I called her on my drive home from work, well, I didn't do much. I only wrote 1,000 words. That's 1,000 words that you didn't write yesterday. That is 295 words that you didn't write before you wrote them. So there is no just on here or only. You put in work. You put in words. Those are more than you had before you started.
Sorry, I didn't listen to a thing that you said because of Kona's face.
Yep, of course not. You never
And Jenna says she finished the second client meeting and sending the follow-up notes. Nice. Eva says my husband is such a fan that he's the most unreliable reader ever, but he's still my alpha. Yeah, he's usually my alpha too, but he's got a little bit behind.
got slack.
Yeah, it's
slack.
Okay. This is why I just backlinked to my other domain. Yeah, I don't know what I was. Well, I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking this is going to make everything simple. I'm just going to have everything on the same page and not worry about it. And no, no. I need to also do that, but not until after book 4. Yeah, the Fourth Wall shop. I just use Fourth Wall as a subdomain, so not much work. I've just not been promoting it. Same. Y'all probably don't even know that I have merch.
You need to say that.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wix is an Israel-based company. That's why the old Book and Lane site went down. Yeah. Definitely going with something. There's like a couple other website things. I can't think of words, y'all. You know this. Yeah, whatever. But I bookmarked a couple, and one is specifically made for authors. So I was going to look into that a little bit more, but it seems like it was fairly expensive. So I don't know. Book and Lane won't be that again, and that was a lot of time. Yeah. They are so cute. Kona's cute.
I try.
Popcorn yellow stripes. I love that little thing. I hate that they don't show up on the comments. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, trust me, Eva. I know.
Rach says, done with a mini update newsletter. Yay. That is awesome. Soldat says, yeah, I'm trying to eliminate those 2 words from my vocabulary, but it's a process. Exactly. And you're always nicer to others than you are to yourself. So even though I say don't use just or only, I use just or only all the time, every single day. So it's okay, but nice work. Hostinger.
Yeah, I just looked into them. They seem to have a very high score on some of the overall hostings. So, and
It's,
price wise, that's not bad.
yeah, it's cheap and it comes with email. Yeah, I've got my domain through Namecheap. So I've got that. I just need somewhere to host. Ask James, he'll give you the 401 on a lot of self-designed websites and best places for domains. I know. I will ask him. It's just there is like in my brain there's so much to do, and on my list there's so much to do, and it's just like the website keeps getting pushed to the back burner. And it doesn't need to. It needs to be something that I really need to work on because it's my business. But yeah, it's my brain. It's what I want to do right now. Easy to use, cheap, reliable, but very basic. Still, I need the easy to use part. And there goes the Kona snoring. Oh, look.
Then there's Ionis. Ionis is actually running a special right now where it's like $1 a month for a year,
That's not bad.
but then it becomes $12 a month after the year.
Hmm.
But there are other ones like Hostinger. I mean, they've got like a 4 year. You can do like a 4 year plan and pay in advance, and it's like $143.
Okay. I still like it, Eva. Even though you say that you haven't done much with it and it's simple, it's really good. Haven't done much with it. Booking Lane is also hosted with Hostinger. I'm updating that one currently as well. That site has a shop also. SiteGround is another one. Which one did you say, baby?
Ionis. IONOS.
Pretty much what I wrote out, except instead of the last O, I put a U because I'm Appalachian.
I'm gonna actually send you a link to your phone. So
Yeah. Eva says I don't pay $20 a year. Hostinger is super cheap. Okay. Cheap is good for right now, especially.
well, I mean, like I looked into Hostinger and with their 4 year plan,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go back to that because it is the cheapest way. For web hosting, it's what is it? It's like $2.99 a month with 3 months free if you buy 4 years in advance. So it comes out like $144.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
It's
Right.
just straight 4 years.
Okay. That sounds like a Mint Mobile kind of deal. Rach says, James says, SiteGround is a good host designing, and there are good tutorials on YouTube for it. That's also a very good thing because I need all the help I can get. Yes, that is the Kona snoring. She even snores when she's awake. So it's all good. Need to get a bigger flat so I can get a pet. Yeah. The apartment that we used to live in didn't allow pets, and we were miserable there for how long did we live there? 10 years? 11 years.
No,
10 years.
8 years.
8 years. Okay.
Yeah, we were there for 8 years.
Time.
We were there from 2015 to 2023.
Maybe do a comparative experiment. Yeah. Me too, y'all, because So many choices. I could do that. I mean, I tried doing that with the whole getting away from StreamYard whenever StreamYard went so high. That video did pretty well ish. So yeah, compare and get their best deals for you. Yeah. With Wix, I had paid $6.50 a month just for the email address to go with my site. What the heck? Hostinger just gives the email. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember the deals usually only last for a specific time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's showing at the Hostinger one for the 4 years is for the 4 years, and then it goes up to like $10.99 a month or something.
That's still not too bad.
No.
Been with Hostinger for over a year now. Yeah, he also mentioned Hostinger, however you pronounce it. Eva says, I had 5 sites at one point, managed for others, don't work for them now. I don't know really what I pay, to be honest, but it's just so much less than what I paid Wix. Yeah. Did StreamYard ever catch a clue? They went up so much at that point. I know. I saw a video 2 weeks ago that StreamYard had added a whole bunch of things to match their price now. So I don't know. I was going to look back into it, but with Restream, I mean, I'm just going to stick with it. I figured out how to do the live stream, schedule them and everything where I don't have to go back each and every time and redo my colors. So that little annoyance is gone. And Restream is the only one that allows like the secondary camera so that y'all can see Kona behind me too. She's snoring. I was paying $400 a year with 2-year plans with Wix. Oof. But it was a lovely site, data sets, so much room, and a shop and as such as well. Yeah. I had is it WordPress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a WordPress site and I liked it. There was so much that I could do with it, but I think it was the fact that I could do so much with it that made me mess it up way too much.
Yeah, a little faith.
It became like a MySpace thing where, you know, everything was everywhere in all the colors. Yeah, sounds like the same language MailerLite used. What we offer you on the paid plan is worth the price. No, it's not. Hostinger doesn't allow such broad dreams under any plan. Wix also had newsletter integration, so that was part of the cost also. Yeah. That's my thing too, is I wish there is a way that you could attach your Substack to a website hosting service, because I use Substack as my newsletter. I don't use MailerLite or MailChimp or anything like that. So whenever that integration is available, that's going to be boss. Yeah, I love WordPress with all the goodies, but I go too far. Even says I needed a right-hand man for Book and Lane and just kept hiring the wrong people, but I'm done with that. It doesn't sound fun anymore. I want to do these other things now. Yes. Nope. Link it in the menu. Yeah. And I think you can still like do the whole sign up form thing. I think you can still make it pop up with your Substack subscription thing. But again, that was one of the things that I tore up somehow and it never worked properly. But anyway. back in her head. Oh my gosh. Baby girl.
She's singing us the song of her people.
Yeah. I enjoy Substack a lot. Rach says I enjoyed Substack till they dumped half of my newsletter subscribers. What? When did that happen? And how? Or what did they? I don't like that.
So I'm in the living room, and Sam is in the office with the door open. And she has the speakers on, and I have the speakers on, and we're both running microphones. I can hear the reverb from her when she reaches certain notes from the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
or the office, and it is the strangest thing.
Soledad says I'm definitely not at the point where I would need website, and I kind of dread the time when I would have to start. Rach's husband and Rach, WTC Creatives, does website help. So, Rach, I know you have I think you have the power. You have the power. Yes. Link it. Half of my subscribers don't read my things, so they can drop them probably. Rach says that happened when I moved things from MailerLite, so I went to Kit, which it used to be ConvertKit. But I still use it for aggressively helpful writing advice because I started it there. Okay. Yeah. She's having one of her dreams where her face twitches. All right. Shannon is still running. She does 60-minute sprints. This might be the last one today. I don't know. It's at the 51-minute mark. Unless y'all want to just stay here and chat and listen to the Kona snore. That's okay with me too. Free advice, first consultation. There we go. I think we have a gap today. Thanks for the link. And it's apparently also okay with Kona. Yep. Definitely. Oh, she woke up.
The one who said her name.
Yeah. Not bad. He's using Michelangelo as a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm surprised she really likes the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. So update on Kona, because I know I haven't really talked about stuff with her here lately. She used to not play much with toys, and she still doesn't really play with them. But we have a toy box, and she has been digging around in the toy box, which is something brand new. So we've got that going for us. She's getting more and more into being herself. She grumbles a lot more and she makes more sounds, which is boxer centric, bulldog centric too. So that's a plus. And yeah, she's still healing.
She
But now,
pounces on me.
huh?
She found if she pounces on me, I'll get up.
Hmm. Um, she's gotten to where she will actually poke and prod at us and huff and like kind of walk on us a little bit to get us up of a morning, uh, which is amazing. She didn't used to do that. Used to, if she wanted to go out, and she still does this every now and then, she would just sit at the end of the bed and kind of wake us up with her tail wag because her tail would hit us. um, but she's also gotten to where she talks a little bit. So especially to Gonzo, because he'll ask her, what she wants to do, and you got to tell me kind of thing, and she'll talk and make sounds and grumble and whine and stuff. So yeah.
I gotta make her work for it.
She is definitely a potato.
But she's our
Um,
potato.
yeah.
She's our lovely potato.
She used to be, when we got her,
She was 30
well,
something pounds, I think.
like 36 pounds, wasn't it?
Well, I say it was less than that.
Was it less than that?
I think it was like 33 when we first got her.
Okay. So she was absolute skin and bones. I don't think I have a picture here on the computer of her. Actually, I do. Let me see if I can find it. When we first got her, just so that y'all know, in case you didn't catch it on the social media whenever we first got her. Trying to find the best one.
Which coming up this month, in 2 weeks from today, will be our second anniversary with her.
Yep. So this, oh good Lord. That's how skinny she was. Um, so that was like the 34 to 36 pounds, what have you. She was definitely abused. Yeah, come on, hit the right button here. And excuse the mess of that one, but that kind of shows along her body a little bit. That was after we'd had her for 2 days, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was just a day. But yeah, we got her from a shelter, the Lincoln County Animal Shelter. They said that they found her in a junkyard. And she had several dogs around her in several different stages, several different ages. So a lot of them could have been her puppies. And we don't really know. Yeah, so what is she healing from? I think I'm too new to know, but I'm glad the recovery goes well. Yeah. Any loud noises, she's still scared of, very, very timid. So she was abused severely. Thunderstorms she's scared of, but that's kind of normal with some dogs. Any sudden movements, she still kind of pulls away from. But like I said, she's getting better. She's getting more into being a dog rather than just a being that breathes, I guess. Eva says, my husband called and interrupted everything. Then I had to tell him all about how cute y'all were and how we'd all hang out, but y'all lived far away. Yeah. One day we've got to do like a retreat or something. See you. I hope you have a great time in your garden. Play with the flowers, touch dirt. Yeah. That is very skinny. I'm glad she's with you and doing better. Thank you. She is now a grand 78 pounds.
I think so, yeah.
And the vet told us she needs to lose about 5 pounds at least. So, yeah. My dog has
We
never
call her
known
our little
such a
potato.
chocolate. Huh?
We call her our little potato.
Yeah. Strangers and friends. He's so fat. Yeah, I know. Kona gets the same thing. Like rude, but yes, right. Your dog is well loved, just like Kona is. Let's see. Trying to see about other pictures. This one was the first time that she like perked up, where she had her ears forward and stuff like that. So that in and of itself made me really happy. Man, she's so cute. I'm glad we found her. She's like the perfect dog for us too, just because she is so calm. She's never damaged anything in the house other than the crate. So
3 days. We had that crate 3 days. And so when we lived in our apartment prior to buying our house, some neighborhood shenanigans started, and I bought cameras. One to look out one end of the apartment, and one to look out the other end of the apartment. And when we moved in here, I positioned them towards the road until recently when I got a better camera set up. And I remember I went to check the cameras because we had had her on the third day.
it was the
And,
first day where both of us were gone from home because we were at work. The first day
and I
she
was
was by
at work,
herself.
and I checked the cameras, and one camera was offline. So I checked the other camera, and I watched the footage as that camera moved, and I heard her
Mm-hmm.
where she should not have been in this room.
Yeah, because we put her in the crate because we wasn't sure what she would do when she was by herself.
So
So yeah.
I drove home from work, found that she had destroyed the metal in the crate. And from that point on, she started to sleep in the living room, then she started to sleep in mommy's chair, and now she sleeps in our bed. And I show pictures of her to my customers at work, and it helps me sell beds.
Yeah. Because she's so comfy in our bed.
Yep.
Oh, come on. I've downloaded all of the pictures onto the computer. Well, most of the pictures, except for the crate pictures, apparently.
I can send you those. I have those on my phone.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
No, I'll send them to you through the Facebooks so that you can pull them up on the computer and the phone.
Okay. Eva's dog only gets high protein leftovers now. Roscoe is a punk. He's literally in bed still and will be until he needs to pee or until my husband gets home. But then he's up my husband's ass all day, all night, always. It drives him nuts. That is awesome. she is definitely daddy's little girl. Whenever he is home, she is right there with him. Obviously, she's right there beside him. But Crate is not yours, it's hers. Hers to destroy it any way she likes, right?
Okay, so I have sent you 4 pictures.
Okay,
Do
you
the
said
favorite votes.
messenger. Okay, let's see. Because this is just amazing to me. A dog that is so weak, so skin and bones, did this to a indestructible Crate. But yeah, she pulled the bottom
Needless
out.
to say, we did not get our refund back from
Yeah.
PetSmart over that. So yeah,
There's a better picture of her skin and bones. But yeah, so skinny.
and then I sent a picture of her now.
Yeah. So yeah, we had food and water in there with her. But that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough at all. So there's the picture of what she did. Yeah, we even had the back end covered up so that she would have like a dark space and everything. But yeah. And there's a picture of her now. Look at that belly.
Your potato.
Oh goodness. But yeah, indestructible Crate. Hopping back to edit this video. Yeah. Indestructible, sure, but at least you got we did not get the refund. We ended up throwing it away. Because didn't you call?
Yeah, because it was damaged by the animal that wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. Need to get back to ratting if I want to pass this week's goals. Okay. Y'all head on over to Shannon's, and I'm going to get off here because I am hungry. And over on the YouTube side, I do have pinned to the top of the chat the AuthorTube writing schedule thing as well. So make sure to check that out for the rest of the streams for the day. I will see y'all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I might have a little bit of a surprise. It is going to be a little bit more chatty, kind of like it was today. So yeah, I might have a little bit of a surprise. I don't know. I might do the surprise like separately. We'll see. I don't know. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for today. See you next time. All right. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll see y'all then. Bye.